And I've got Jay from Rival Sons. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Awesome, awesome. When did you guys arrive today?
Yeah, we arrived today about 2 hours ago.
Okay.
Something like that.
It's been pretty hectic, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been. We came up from Holland, so.
Wow. As a 3-year-old band, the UK is sort of only now starting to realise who Rival Sons are. I was lucky enough to see you playing with Vintage Trouble in Camden.
Oh yeah.
For those that haven't yet been introduced to Rival Sons, give us a quick rundown on who you are and exactly what it is that you guys do.
Well, we're a rock and roll band from Los Angeles, and we play rock and roll. That's
Nothing much more to it.
Yeah, there really isn't anything more to it. There's no acrobatics at all or anything like that.
Yeah, interesting coming from LA. Did you know the Vintage Trouble boys back home, or?
Yeah, we had run into them. They had been playing in a different band before called Ghost Hound.
Yeah.
And then we got to run into them when we played the Barfly in Camden.
Okay, awesome. You advocate veganism, spirituality, and rock and roll. All three are pretty hefty topics on their own. What is the common ground between all three, and was each element a prerequisite before joining Rival Sons?
No, there was no prerequisite. Rock and roll was the prerequisite to putting Rival Sons together. Everyone happened to be vegetarian. It was totally coincidence. Yeah.
Meant to be.
Yeah. And
spirituality.
So, with spirituality, I can't really comment on that because each person in the band has their own path.
Sure.
So I'd be unqualified to talk about that with you.
Okay. It kind of really reminds me so much more so now, knowing that then sort of the Black Crowes and Chris Robinson and that whole. I'm like seeing a new generation of Black Crowes happening.
Great. Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Black Crowes are great. I don't mind that at all.
Awesome. What is Rival Sons' philosophy in the band?
Our philosophy is just to make the best music we can. It's that simple.
Yeah.
There's nothing hefty about it. We want to make good rock and roll.
Make people smile at
it's that simple. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've been on tour with the mighty Judas Priest.
Yeah, we'll be on tour with Judas Priest next week.
Yeah. What are you hoping to learn from them?
I have no idea. But every time we get to play with someone like AC/DC or Alice Cooper or these different bands that have been around the block so much and done so well, these legends, you can go in expecting one thing, but you're going to get an education that you didn't expect.
Yeah.
Because these guys, they're so well seasoned at what they're doing.
Awesome. There's a little bit of history for you. Ritchie, the new guitarist in Judas Priest.
Yeah.
Where you guys played at the Barfly, directly across, 1 block away, or on the opposite corner, there's a place called the Monarch, and that was Ritchie's home from home every Sunday.
Oh, really?
He plays at Metalworks, and when he's still in the country, he still plays. So tell him all about Metalworks.
I will.
And just before we send you off, I know you guys have got a really busy schedule. Can rock music make another step forward, or is it a self-limiting form, confirmed by the demands of a mass audience?
What the demands of the mass audience don't really have anything to do with what rock and roll's shelf life is, or with what the art form is. It's up to the people that are making it.
Sure.
And whether it can make a step forward or not, that remains to be seen. All we can do is do the best job that we know how to do. But people like to talk about that rock and roll has been stagnant and it's been put on a shelf somewhere. That's not what I've seen. I've seen lots of bands slugging it out and really doing a legitimate job, but they don't tend to reach, the status that they need to where people can get it. But we'll see what happens with rock and roll. Either way, we're going to keep doing what we're doing.
Sure.
And if we can contribute in whatever that thing is, great. And if not, that's great too.
What would you do if you had to give up on rock and roll?
That's like
you're not thinking of
no,
that.
That's crazy talk. I don't like. Why would you give up on rock and roll? Why?
If you completely failed, what would you do out of interest?
I will never fail. Ever.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
There's no failure. Failure is
It's not optional.
It's just, it doesn't exist. You know, failure means giving up, and
You don't give up.
no, you just don't. So.
Awesome. Jay, thank you very much.
Of course.
Awesome.